The African Center for Parliamentary Affairs, we pride ourselves by saying that we are the first indigenous African group that focuses specifically on engaging with Parliament. And what do? Our objective is to partner legislative institutions to, enhance competencies and then also to build partnerships.
In the first phase of the Data for Accountability project, we were seeking to help Parliament track implementation of the SDGs using statistical data, so that the livelihoods of Ghanaians, quality of life will be improved. In doing this, we partnered with the Ghana Statistical Service, who is accredited with, who has the responsibility for producing data for the state.
This is something that is unprecedented. It is the first time ever in the history of the National Statistical System that the institution with the mandate to provide leadership and direction in the production and utilization of statistics is coordinating with a think tank, work together to bring evidence and data close to those who should have it.
Evidence-based information is critical to members of Parliament in decision-making. As officers of Parliament, we can confidently say that the implementation of the DAP Phase 1 upgraded our skills and also assisted officers significantly in providing evidence-based data.
So GSS is proud to be associated with this, and working with ASEPA, INAP, and Parliament has been a great experience for us in DAP 1, and we're looking forward to more engagement and better use of evidence to inform the decisions that we make in Parliament for the betterment of this country.
We've been part of DAP 1, and from what I noticed, it's largely a success because it addressed a very important gap in the way we do our work in Parliament. We didn't have access to data. We couldn't reach out to the data producers, even though we all exist within the same country. So when the board came, one of the key successes was how it links the research department with the GSS.
The collaboration that we have been able to establish or facilitate between GSS and Parliament. In fact, since the beginning of DAP 1, there has been a series of engagements both at the leadership level and even between staff of Parliament and staff of GSS. And that is something we are all very happy about, and we are hoping that this can continue and we can improve upon it in Phase 2. DAP 2 is not different or very different from DAP 1. We are basically seeking to achieve the same goals, focusing on SDGs, the African Union Agenda 2063, and the National Medium-Term Development Policy Framework.
One important thing about the DAP 2, which I like very much, is the constituency profiling. Even though it took place in DAP 1, the research department was not part of the process. It only benefited from it. This time around, the research department is joining to be part of the process of developing the constitution profile. And so even when the project comes to an end, it becomes sustainable because the department on its own can now continue to profile constituencies across the country.
Now that Phase 1 addressed our core issues of linking us up with a critical agency like Ghana Statistical Service, we are looking forward to more training on what to use the data for.
What we are seeking to do in DAP 2 is not very different. We are still working towards the goal of improving capacities to track SDGs implementation using data. We also want to contribute to the emerging field of the evidence-informed policy making. So the goals from DAP 1 to DAP 2 have remained the same. Going into DAP 2, however, we are hoping to work with a lot more committees than we did in phase 1.
Looking at what happened in the previous program, at a point we didn't get the engagement very well, but when the data fair was organized, we understood it better and the data fair was successful.
Today's session, which was the Inception meeting with staff, has been very engaging, and we are very pleased to see the eagerness and willingness of the staff to collaborate with us to support MPs in what they do at Parliament.
Your support, your involvement is so key to keep talking successes in this regard. So the humble appeal is that you've done so much so far, but like Oliver Twist, we're asking for more. We're asking for more.